functionality, so the ability to get diagnostics on machines, get infrastructure information about machines, run executables on machines so you can use it to do patch management, not just of SOS's products, but any product. Got some questions here. Chuck Baranowski says, the recent email promo I received said you can maybe address later, start with as little as 500 gigabytes. I take that to be the minimum amount. Chuck, that's our Easy 500 program, and I will talk about that. Philip Schiller asks, can you describe what approach you will be using in Pulse to notify remotely, i.e. email for certain backup conditions? Can emails be spent specifically for certain conditions, errors only? Can that email also enable a link to your support to create a ticket for that error if need be? Philip, you've read our mind. Firstly, you can punch support tickets straight from the Pulse system into our support system. In the help and support, there's already a bunch of excellent help for Pulse of getting support. Pulse's online documentation repository where you can ask questions, and there's already a knowledge base built in it. Log a support ticket and video tutorials on Pulse. But from within the Pulse application, when it detects errors, it can punch support tickets automatically, and our support team gets notified. Furthermore, in the release of Pulse that's coming out at the end of the month, so Pulse is available right now, but there's version 1.1 comes out at the end of the month, and it's got a full report designer in it. So you can design your own reports if you're not happy with the reports that we've pre-baked into the system, and you can set up deliverability rules about who the report should be sent to and when. So you can either do your reporting on demand and export it from the Pulse system on demand, or you can then set up all scheduled delivery of reports based on your custom criteria. Caden Powell asks, does SOS support integration into MSP programs such as Zenith, GFI Max, Kaseya, or ticketing systems such as ConnectWise or Autotask? Yes and yes, Caden. So you can integrate with any of those management frameworks using our APIs, although we would recommend you use Pulse. It's far more powerful than any of the other platforms out there for backup management. And then for ticketing systems, yes, the SOS systems can generate emails, so all of the ticketing systems on well, at least the two you've mentioned have email to ticket functionality, so we can punch straight from an email that SOS originates into a ticket into your system. All right. Any other questions on Pulse before I move on? Well, if there are, we'll come back to them. We haven't had any other questions typed. But very exciting new technology, and really recommend you talk to our partner specialists about it. So let's flip and talk about our partnership model for a second. So Chuck Baranowski was actually just asking about Easy 500. Easy 500 is a new program we've got which lets you get started with 500 gigabytes in our cloud. That is our basic offer. And that comes with everything that our standard partnership model comes with. So that's the infrastructure, all of the product and software being rebranded, full billing solutions. We've got 3 different billing solutions that you can use to bill your customers. Marketing support. So our Partner Resource Center is filled with marketing support resources, whether it's webinar templates, recorded videos, training videos, sales presentation templates, PowerPoints like the one I'm using here today. There's actually a full disaster recovery plan proposal in there, which is an ITIL compliant DR design plan that we've put together. It's a 40-page document which you can use with your customers to actually, you can actually sell that to your customers as one of the IP assets that your consultancy has developed for them. And a lot of our partners use it for that purpose. Again, you can, on our website, there's a wealth of information. So on our partner website, if you click on Partner Resource Center, you can see all the resources and tools available under marketing support. And I will say this, there's no one in the industry who gives you the sort of post-partnership support that you get with SOS. You get 4 people assigned to you. So there's our partner account manager, Damon Morris, who's fully dedicated to just overseeing the health of our partner network, and he's available to you 24/7. There's your dedicated partner delivery consultant who works with you to actually get you into the market. There's your dedicated support rep who works in our 24/7 support organization to support you. And then there's your partner specialist who actually gets you set up in the program and helps you with sales support post-sale. And so that moves me to the next little node here to the left, which is sales support. One of the other things we do very uniquely here is that our sales consultants stay with you once you've become a partner. So our partners bring our sales reps in to work under their name on large opties. So when you're dealing with a large opportunity, you can bring in your SOS partner specialist to to piggyback onto that sale with you, and you can introduce them as your backup specialist. And the SOS partner specialist will then sell for you and be your backup solution expert as you're working in that sale. And that's, again, pretty unique. There's nobody who offers that in the industry. Training, we run training sessions every single day. So we've got one-to-many training sessions and as well as one-to-one training. The Partner Resource Center is filled with libraries of videos on different topics, so extremely powerful training program. And we run 3 different training programs that is available to you. There's marketing training, there's sales training, and there's technical training. So there's 3 different streams that are available to you as you get into the online backup industry. And again, we're second to none on that. Caden Pownell asks, how large is a large opportunity? Caden, I mean, our guys will work on opportunities for partners as big as as small as $1,000 and as big as $50,000. So it really depends. So why partner with SOS? Our technology is second to none. We win awards for a reason, and really for dollars spent for value. There's nothing in the mid-market space that compares to our technology platform. There is right up in the high-end enterprise, which you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on, but there's nothing down where we are in the mid-market. Delivery and support infrastructure. Everything we provide to you, from billing support to marketing support to sales support to training. There's 4 people who are dedicated to your success as an SOS partner. There's nobody who can give you that kind of back-end support, and we really pride ourselves on that. High margin recurring revenue. This is really why most people become an SOS partner. It's so that you can drive high margin recurring revenue for your business, making up to 60-70% gross margin on products sold. Of course, it also helps you build out your brand and increase your customer retention as you add services. So we're running out of time. We've got 5 more minutes, and I'd really like to use those to answer questions if there are further questions from the group. So I'm also just flipping through these slides, so excuse me for a moment. Here's one slide I want to put up. It's an example of one of our partners who's done particularly well. His cost has been $12,566, and he's made $70,000 in revenue. So this is an exciting example of the sort of success you can have selling an extremely high margin product. His margin is $58,000. And this is an example here on screen of what we call an ROI model. And if you call in and talk to one of our partner specialists, ask about getting an ROI model. They'll ask you a few questions about your business, and they'll plug some numbers into spreadsheets that are based on our 1,000 partners and our 10 years in the business to give you a sense of the sort of range of both revenue and profit that you could potentially be making in the online backup business, given the market segment you're serving and how you're going to go to market. And it varies pretty dramatically depending on if you're serving home customers, SMBs, or enterprise customers. So the number one takeaway from this webinar, apart from calling in to go in the running for the Kindle, is to call in and get an ROI model developed from an SOS partner specialist. Got a question here from Caden Pownell. What kind of cost are we looking at for getting started in the Easy 500 program? Caden, that's $495 a month is the basic offering for Easy 500, and that gets you full access to, it's a discounted rate. The same program up until July of this year was $12,000 to join, and that was a once-off lump sum license fee that you paid. So we've got a brand new pricing structure that a lot of our partners are thrilled with. It's $495 a month, and that includes all of the training that we talked about, the sales and marketing support, full white-skin product, 500 gigabytes of infrastructure in the cloud, full access to our billing infrastructure and e-commerce systems. Caden asks, no one-time additional fees. No, Caden, not on the Easy 500 program. We've got other programs, but on Easy 500, it's just $495 a month to get started. Shall I have somebody call you to give you more information? David Rada asks, I'm sorry I missed your answer for performing emergency disaster recovery, restoring a completely failed server. Okay, David, no problem. The answer was fairly simple. In the SOS software, you can recover an entire machine. So it's something we do differently. You can recover at a file level, you can recover at a version level, a file level, a folder level, a drive level, or a machine level. 5 levels of recovery. So if you've had a complete failure of a box, you can do a full system recovery of that machine at the machine level. Jason Marrow asks, I'm a large online backup provider that is interested in your product, but I'm having issues with getting sales tech get back to me. I have a million technical questions. Jason, that's a lot of technical questions. I will have our Vice President of Sales call you, Jason. Could you provide me with your contact information? Caden Poundle says, not quite at that kind of revenue, but I'll certainly remember you. Terrific, Caden. Never good to be forgotten. I hope at least today it's been educational. One of the things I would recommend is, even if you're in the early stages of evaluating online backup as an opportunity for your business, I'd call in and talk to one of our partner specialists and get an ROI model done, because it's a free analysis of the market you're in, and it also really gives you a quick sense of the sort of revenue and profit you might be able to make in the market. So you can benefit from our knowledge and experience. And look, you've got to call in to go in the running for the Kindle anyway. So while you're there, why not get an ROI model done? These are some examples of white label partners that we've delivered. Here's more examples of those. If you're interested in that, click through the webinar archive on our website. You can see a lot more information on sort of some of the other partners we've delivered in the past. And here's your entire partner success team that I was talking about earlier: account management, partner delivery team, the training team, ongoing sales support, and ongoing technical support that's dedicated to you. So why SOS? Well, our technology, our price, our support all adds up to the end of the day, giving you an opportunity to get into a brand new and exciting industry that's really high margin and delivers recurring revenue to your business. And that's really what it's about at the end of the day. It's about providing better backup at a better price for your customers, and delivering much better service out of your business and driving more revenue at higher profit margins. So with that, I want to thank everybody for their time. I know it's been a short one today, but I hope to talk to some of you again in future webinars. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to email through, or really recommend you call in and go in and put your name in the draw for the Kindle giveaway. And to do that, you need to call the partner team on 877-896-3611. You need to tell them that you're at the CEO webinar today, and you've got to give them the promotion code KDX1789. Promotion code KDX1789. And while you're there, get an ROI model done up, and have them give you a quick start analysis of what sort of opportunity you might have in the online backup business. Jason, I'll have Jeff McCauley, our Vice President of Sales, call you, and hopefully we'll be doing business with some of you in the future. If not, have a terrific day.